Alright. In Batman, 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 Batman Gotham by Gas, by Batman by Tales of scrap that. I am gonna say, Batman Elsewhere. The Elsewhere stories. Basically what Elsewhere is what if Batman was in a different time period, in a different, a different dimension. Like, example would be, what if Batman was in the 1800s, or the 1900s? Or, what if he was in an altered timeline? That is Elsewhere. My Batman, by the Tale of Batman, Batman by Gaslight. When I think of what it would be like if Batman lived in times of the 1800s, I would think, that Batman wouldn't have the Batmobile. He would be, instead, kind of like Zorro, would have a black horse. Or instead of a giant computer, he wouldn't have. Because in the golden age of Batman, he didn't have a giant computers because computers weren't invented yet. So, it'd be like the golden age Batman, only he wouldn't have as much of gadgets, and he wouldn't have like a car at all. He would just have his, he would just, didn't have a car or at all. Because it's the 1800s. Cars weren't invented. So, that's what I get to feel of the 1800s Batman. And his origin story would be different. Like, maybe instead of going from the movie theaters, they go into the opera house. And his parents get shot from the opera house or something like that. So, Tale of Batman Gotham by Gaslight, it's basically that. It takes place in 1880, well, a little bit before that, because his parents killed, 1889, and a little bit before, we don't know when. Basically what happens when Thomas and Martha have been in a carriage ride, and then they get out of the carriage and this man with a gun kills them both. And then Bruce Wayne later has this plan to become Batman, puts on the costume, and this is the 1800s. Science and logic came in, but they're still afraid of a giant bat. So Batman dresses up his bat. It's kind of the costume's like a traveling coat. he has a utility belt, but it's different, and boots. And he goes around, and then, basically he goes around dressed as a bat, and it's the 1800s, and 1800s, back then they have science and logic. Back then it's not like the middle times where based when everyone believed in religion, and they didn't, they basically didn't know very much. And for this, they have more logic, but still, they would still have the night terror. And the guy dressed up in a bat, scaring criminals, they don't know what the heck. And they, he fits right in. And that's happening, he's fighting criminals. What also is happening, this guy named Jack the Ripper going around killing women, and then, what happens is Batman, they all think it's Bruce Wayne, and then he is arrested and put in jail. Alfred comes in and springs him out, and he fights Batman and fights Jack the Ripper, and you find out it was a murder of his parents. And Inspector Gordon shoots Jack the Ripper, and it ends there. And there's a sequel to this called Masters of the Future, which this guy has plans to grab. Alright, Batman, Bruce Wayne has not been Batman since he avenged his parents' death, and so now he's not put on the costume, and he's a little loved. And then what happens is this guy tries to get rid of. There's a new threat who kind of looks like. This guy kind of looks like Rafael Montero from Mask of Zorro, because he looks exactly like that. That's who he reminded me of. Like, he's trying to get rid of Gotham in the 21st century. So Bruce has to come back to be Batman, and then it ends on this giant blimp thing, and the blimp thing blows up, and the dude is killed. And basically, I don't know who the girl is. Doesn't matter, but his girlfriend at the time figured that he was Batman, Bruce was Batman, and says, since you saved the little girl, I knew you were Batman. And then they kiss, and the story ends. And ends happily. Well, that being said, I'm going to video review here.